What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back with a new purchase, a 2012 Chevy Caprice. That's right, this is a Chevy Caprice, but you could not purchase this car. This was sold exclusively to police departments. There were only 15,000 of these ever built between 2011 and 2017. This was, at the time, the fastest production police car ever produced, with a top speed of 155 miles an hour from an LS2 slightly detuned 6-liter V8 engine that at the same time was able to get 25 miles a gallon on the highway. 0 to 60 on this bad boy was around 5.2 seconds, which really wasn't that bad. You had two engine options for this car back in the day. You could get a 301 horsepower 3.6 liter V6 that you could find in every General Motors product ever produced, or in this one you had a very unique engine for this car. It is, even though people will argue, it is basically a detuned LS2. It is a 6-liter producing 355 horsepower, made it to a 6-speed 6L80 transmission. And like I said, this thing was capable of getting 25 miles a gallon on the highway thanks to the active fuel management, also known as displacement on demand. Now, a Caprice was not a car that was sold to the general public. As I said earlier, this is only available for police departments, detectives, things of that nature. Those are the owners that could buy the car. And this car is not an American-made car. This is from Holden, the Australian branch of General Motors. Now, obviously, Holden is long gone, which kind of makes this car even more rare and even more unique. So everything about this car is built and designed for police pursuit vehicles, which means it has big brakes, it has beefier suspension, it has steel wheels, which I think really accent the car nicely. They look pretty good in my opinion. And it had an auxiliary cooler for everything: power steering, transmission, oil cooler, all of that good stuff. But it also means that, being that it's a purpose-built car, well, it's not made of the best materials. On the outside, it actually looks pretty good. And this one I got relatively cheap. Why, I don't know yet, but we're gonna find out together. I purchased this car for $6,000, which in my opinion is a steal of a deal. When you look at these cars online, if you can find them, which by the way, civilians can own these now, you just have to buy them from third parties or auctions and things of that nature. When you find these cars, if you want one cheap like this one, for $6,000, you're going to get something with high mileage. This one only has 76,000 miles on the odometer, so this one is not high mileage. Or you're going to get one that's totally been rode hard, put away wet, and beat to hell. Well, as you can see by this one, it's actually pretty damn nice. I don't know. Okay, so we've got a low mileage, clean title, and relatively clean for being a police car vehicle that we got for honestly very little money. Normally, if you want a nice version of these, or if you want the detective version, this one is known as the 9C1. This is the police pursuit version. If you wanted the detective version, which is generally going to be cleaner and probably a more stealthy look, like a blue color or all black or all white, instead of having the police car look to it, guys, those are going to run you, man. You can easily pay $12,000 to $15,000 for one of these cars in good condition with low miles. Now, this one's not perfect. The window tint is torn up in the back. Oh no. What are we going to do? Like, no big deal. We can get the window tint fixed. It's got a little bit of hail damage here and there, but it's honestly not bad. It does have a little bit of hail damage, but not bad. This is something that if I were to hold on to this long term, I'd probably take it to IMHO, and I'd probably have them touch up the little hail dings and give it a good respray to make the paint look a lot nicer. And I'd probably keep it with the same black and white pattern. I like the way this car looks. I like that it's not stealthy. You do have, I don't know, there's probably 15, 20 hail dings in the hood. That's the worst of it, because it's on a black surface. Makes it a lot easier to see. On the white, you know, honestly, who cares? So take a look at this car, and if it reminds you of a Chevy SS, that's because this is the predecessor to the Chevy SS. So that's why it does kind of look similar. These things were great at doing their job. They just weren't made of very good materials. Now, with that said, the interiors are not bad on these. In fact, everything about this car is police oriented, including these seats. These were known as low friction fabric seats, and they have good bolsters to really hold you in your place. I mean, it's kind of nice. And I don't really agree with the shifter being in the middle. In the later versions, I think in 2013, the interior's got a major upgrade. The shifter went back up here again. You got a better infotainment system. Around 2013, 2014, these things really became a whole lot nicer. But again, it's purpose-built. Everything plastic. I mean, it's... There's nothing in here that is not like a rattly plastic. You even got this really horrible dome light right here. Somebody looks like put in some kind of a aftermarket screen. It doesn't do anything, but you know, it's there. You have sport mode down here. If you really want to have fun with this car, these are the two buttons you want to remember. This puts transmission to sport mode. This turns off traction control. With the two of these combined, well, if you guys know your LSs, then you know that a 6-liter is no slouch, man. She will absolutely get up and go. Let's see what we got in the glove. Ooh, we got lots of stuff in the glove box. Hold on. What is this? It's acecanine.com. What is this, like a shock collar for a dog? Oh, no. acecanine.com. If anybody has any clue what this is, let me know, but I got a hunch. This is probably like a shock collar for your dog. Oh, we've got books. This is nice. Comes with the original books. Chevy Caprice. By the way, this is an FFV vehicle, so it is capable of running E85. Is this the window sticker? No. We're going to find out how much this thing actually cost back in the... Oh my goodness, would you look at this? Would you look at this 2011 Chevrolet Caprice PPV sedan. Exterior was heroin white. Does that say heroin white? Okay. Interior is black. Engine, 6-liter E85 with a 6-speed transmission. This car cost total, back in the day, what is this? There it is right there. $32,180. Really, that's not bad. Came with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Are you kidding me? Really? That's insane. The gear ratio is 2.92. Wow. With a limited slip differential. By the way, the rear end in this car is actually out of a Camaro SS. So, no joke. 4-wheel independent HD police suspension, stainless steel exhaust, HD cooling, high output alternator, ABS, 4-wheel heavy-duty disc brakes with StabiliTrak and traction control. It has 8 airbags, by the way, and this has a very proprietary fuel pump to the police cars. If this car is involved in a crash, it deactivates the fuel pump immediately. Daytime running lights, pass lock 3, blah, 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 18-inch wheels, both on caps, all-season high-speed rated tires. Cruise control, that is a nice option because not all cop cars got the cruise control, guys. No console, power seat adjustable. This is a power seat? No way. It is. This thing's got power seats. Okay, so honestly, this thing's pretty decked out for being a cop car, guys. This is a good one. This is a good one. Pursuit Series PRO-9051N, single channel remote car starter. I'd love to find that because I didn't get a key for that. What else we got? We got audio Vox. We've got alternate fuel buyer's guide. On E85, it looks like this thing can do 200 to 319 miles. On traditional fuel, on regular gasoline, it does 285 to 456. That's what I'm talking about. And then we've got an environmental performance sticker. Protect the environment. Choose vehicles with higher scores. We don't care. Like, seriously. Congratulations. You've made a great purchase on your rigs, bros. That's window tint. Tell me this is not a ticket book. Are we about to find out where this car came from? Oh, come on. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. So this is, let's see, any cops in here from Bolingbrook, Illinois? You recognize this? Payment enclosed. So what is this for? Oh, illegal parking. Was this a car that just went around writing tickets for people that were parked illegally? Like, if you're parked for more than 3 hours, you got a ticket? No, this car probably spent most of its time just sitting in town. Then what do we got here? Oh, this is the real ticket book. I know what this is. I've seen these too many times in my life. Open. Yeah. Here we go. This is the Bolingbrook Police Department. This form mandated by Illinois law. Oh, man, look at this. We have the ticket book. This is cool. It's barking, cruelty, number of animals, running at large, no license, no rabies vaccine. This is for animals. And then actions indicative of endangering or of engaging in drug transactions. Fits description from radio broadcast call for service. Fits description of an offender. Actions indicative of casing victim or location. Proximity to reported crime. Gang-related enforcement. Suspicious activity. Boy, they got it all, man. This is cool. What is this? Hold on, we got something else in here. What is this? Another ACC canine. What? Let's see what this is. It says zone and page off, on. That's all it says, off and on. If anybody knows, I guarantee you this goes to the other part that I've got right here. These two pieces must go together. I can't figure out exactly what they do. Serial number. So that's nice. Okay, we've got lots of cool stuff in here. God, that makes me wonder, is there anything in the trunk? We better go find out. I'm definitely curious. I actually had a police officer stop by here earlier. If you guys saw the video I did quite a while back of the fireman that threw rocks at one of my cars, then you might remember there was a police officer that pulled up in my front yard here and asked me if I could slow down. I had to explain to him that, like, I wasn't actually speeding. You know, I wasn't doing anything. Well, he stopped by today and he said, hey, man, he said, would you be willing to move your car closer to the road and kind of move it around every day or two so that he's trying to slow people down out here. People just fly through here like crazy. And I told him, yeah, man, not a problem. I'll be happy to do that. And he said, hey, by the way, I watch your videos. I love your channel. And I was like, no kidding. The dude watches my videos. That is awesome. So maybe he's waiting to see the review of this car. Oh, there used to be a spare tire. Looks like it's missing. We've got some trim pieces. This is all the spare tire stuff right here. So we're missing the wheel and the tire. We have the jack. We have the lug wrench. We have everything. We just need the spare tire. We have the hold downs and all of it. We just need the spare tire. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this car is awesome. If you want a cheap LS car, I don't think you're going to find a better deal than something like this, assuming there's nothing major mechanically wrong with this car. And that's always a possibility considering how cheap I got this car from Mannheim for. It does leave me a little, oh, that's not the hood. That's for fuses. It does leave me a tad bit concerned. It was sold on a red light, which means as is. It means anything wrong is my responsibility. But again, for $6,000, like, look, even the hood struts work. Are you kidding me? And there she is, guys. The 6-liter detuned LS2. And again, a lot of people are going to argue this is not an LS engine. Feel free to argue. What do they call an L77 or something? It's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's an L77. It's way down there on this build sheet right here is what they call it. But it's an LS2, guys. It's just detuned. I bet you money it wouldn't take anything to get this thing tuned and have the horsepower of an LS2 from this 6-liter. Holds 8 quarts of 5W30. We have lots of police wiring. What is this? Oh, Wayland. Yeah, that's for the signs and sirens and all of that stuff. Lights, sirens, which obviously this car doesn't have any of anymore. So like 90% of all of this stuff in here, if we went through it, we could cut it all out because it's not doing any good at all anymore. Here's your heavy-duty coolers sitting up front. I mean, this thing is no joke, guys. I don't know what this goes to. Could be power steering, could be transmission. But this thing, look at the hoses on this. They mean business, man. I'll tell you what. This thing looks stout. Why don't we fire it up? Let's see what she does. This would be a great car to put an exhaust on. We could have some fun with this one, guys. No push to start. It's got the old school. Got to put your key in it. Okay. I was listening for the initial startup tap. You guys know what I'm talking about with these Chevys, right? That have the cylinder deactivation. You start them up and you hear the tat 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 from a wiped out lifter. That is not the case. In fact, You look on the dashboard, guys, we have no warning lights at all. None. Air conditioning, let's find out if it works. It'd help if I knew how to work. Hell, I don't know. Where does it even show? Is it on the screen? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so right there it shows you the temperature. Is it single zone? This is dual zone. You get dual zone climate control in a cop car? Are you serious? Your vents are up here. That's a nice placement too. I mean, these things blow straight at you. And check this out, guys. Look what you get over here. The vent is in the door. So when you open the door, it detaches. The vent is actually right there. That is freaking awesome. Cup holder in the door as well, right there. It's a little dirty. You can tell somebody, their stuff spilled all up and down this, but that's not a big deal. Important window works. Made a little noise there, but not too bad. It works. Less important window works. It's a little noisy, but it works. What about the back windows? Yeah. That one too. Guys, I don't know about you, but this thing seems like she's ready to go for a drive. Can we check the TPMS is working? That never happens. 86% oil life left. And does it tell us range 315 miles? It's an 8-cylinder mode. Average fuel economy, 19.9, sitting at 20 miles a gallon. There's your digital speedometer right there, which by the way is certified. It does a check, a calibration. Each time this thing starts up, it certifies that the speedometer is correct and accurate. Guys, by the way, the air conditioning is ice cold. I am absolutely, I'm in love. I am in love with this car. She's running perfect. It runs absolutely perfect. And I ended up purchasing this from Arizona, if I remember correctly, on the Mannheim website there. Like I said, $6,000 for a car that is, I mean, pretty rare. When you think about there only being 15,000 of these ever produced, how many are actually left? After accidents, you know, a life doing police work is not easy on these cars. How many of these things are actually left and still on the road? And how lucky am I to get one that appears to be in great shape for only $6,000. Now, in case I didn't mention it earlier, this was the fastest police car ever produced at the time this car was in service. Guys, this car has a top speed, not governed. This has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. And as I said earlier, 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. May not have been the quickest car on the road, but this thing would beat everything else on the road. That includes the EcoBoost Fords. That includes the Dodge Charger. So Caprice came back strong, man. They came back really strong and made the fastest produced police car in existence at the time. That is just another cool factor that you can add to this car's repertoire. There's something about the look of this thing, and I think it's the fender flares. If you take a look at this car from this angle, you see how massive these flares are. Insane. And it's not like they're just decorative. Take a look at where the tire sits in relation to the flares. This is no joke, guys. And by the way, this thing has Goodyear. These look like Pursuit tires. I think they are. Does this? Oh, they're cracked though. Oh man, you guys see the cracking on these? Yeah, these are Goodyear Eagle RSA, and I'm pretty sure these are a Pursuit variant tire. The tires are going to need replaced, which is a shame because they have excellent tread on them, and it looks like all the tires match. Yeah, they do. The back ones don't look nearly as bad as the front ones. Maybe they're from a different time. These are from 2016. These tires are almost 10 years old. They're definitely out of date. But still, the fender flares, the bulges on this thing, isn't that just sick? I'm telling you guys, if this car turns out to be something really special, and it just might be, I would be willing to send it to Mako, have them fix up all the little dings from hail. And if you look back here on the trunk, there's only like 2 or 3 little dings. It's not that bad. Retint the windows, repaint the car, fresh paint all the way around. This could be a stunning looking police car, guys. Really. In fact, the way it sits right now, if this thing runs and drives down the road fine, you're not going to hear any complaints from me at all. So why don't we take it on the road and let's see what it does. All right, let me be the first to tell you that the stereo system in this thing sucks. This is... Look at our life from the The stereo sucks. It really sucks. You only get these little front door speakers. Kind of hard to see them, but they're down there. There are no speakers in the back. Just these little front ones. I've had it sitting here running for a while. Gauges all look good. She seems happy. It's nice and quiet. And like I said, the air conditioning was working, and I tested out the spotlight, and it works as well. This thing right here needs to... Oh, this is all one piece? Oh my goodness. Well, it's too bad. Too bad I don't know how this whole thing works, because this is a pretty advanced looking mirror. Is this a police issue type of deal? Is this aftermarket? This could be a police issue, like, uh-oh. Oh, crap. There we go. I mean, I can barely see. The problem is, look back there. I can barely see anything through this mirror. And it's got a power button. No, this thing doesn't do anything. I can see that there's a screen right here, which I assume has some kind of a camera, maybe a front-facing camera, or it's got like a little hard drive right here. This looks like at one time this was a really nice little unit, but unfortunately today it doesn't seem to work at all. We've got her in drive. I'm going to put her in sport mode, and you get a sport shift screen. Traction control off puts it into performance mode. We're going to leave, I think, traction control on. What do you guys think? I'm good leaving traction control on. Let's take this thing out. I'm hoping they got the roads opened up out here, because all of this was closed off earlier. I heard a little clunk from the suspension. Oh man, they've got this thing is shut down to a 1 lane. Okay, we're gonna go the other way. We're not going to our... Oh wow, that is a massive bump. Good Lord. Now I've got to be very careful, because the police officer that showed up earlier told me that he's going to be kind of hiding out up here, trying to slow people down. So let me not go too fast or get in too much trouble out here. Last thing I want to do is piss off the police out here. They're good people, man, and they've always been real nice to me. So I don't want to do anything to piss anybody off over here. Oh, there's my buddies. Oh, horn doesn't work. Yeah, those are cool dudes over there. They're like all the cool people in town hang out at that place. Yeah, the horn doesn't work. Look. Well, that sucks. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Man, this camera, I don't know about you guys, but the video is absolutely stunning on this thing. Getting a little bit of road noise from the tires, but this car is quiet. I mean, and we're doing, what are we up to, almost 60? Cruise control, cruise is on. We get a little vibration from the steering wheel too. See that? There's a little vibration from the steering at 60. Set at 59. Yeah, there's a little vibration, but remember the tires are 10 years old. They're not in great shape, so it definitely wouldn't hurt to put a set of tires on this. It's not bad. I can deal with it. Like, this is not like vibrating me to death. You can probably hear in my voice. Like, I'm not... We're good. We're good, man. Guys, this car is actually quite nice. I kind of expected there to be something major wrong with it for the price, but I couldn't not bid on it. I have wanted one of these forever. I just never wanted to pay $10,000+ for it. This just doesn't make sense to me. For the price I got it for, I would buy this all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Like, legit. If I could get more of these in this condition with low miles and clean title for $6,000, I'm serious. I would buy every single one of them that came up for sale. I don't see how there's any possible way we could lose money on this car. This thing's incredible. Now, I think it would be fun maybe to do a little, maybe we could do a little burnout, right? Let me just look. I don't see anybody around me. Let's turn off traction control. There we go. We're in performance mode. It wouldn't hurt just to do a... Oh, those windows sound like crap. A little burnout wouldn't be too bad, right? We're just going to kind of brake torque it and... Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Hey. Burnout completed. Yeah, Should do a burnout, guys. Easy. Like that was effortless. And it was so well controlled too. I mean, this car, we're gonna turn around, I think. We're gonna turn around like right here. I wanna go back and see where my burnout was. I wanna see if oh, mud. Is everything still looking good? Yeah, we're good, okay. Let's get back out on the road here. Oh, wow. Oh man, we should turn traction control back on. She's fun. This is fun. Let's see, can we find where I did that burnout? I'm curious if I left any marks out here. I don't even remember where I did it at. Well, regardless, oh, there it is. There it is. I can see him. No express down on the windows either. Let's just take a look and see. We're coming up on him right here. Oh, she left a good bit of marks, guys. Wow. Yeah. Both wheels too, man. She lit him up. She lit him up. Okay. I'm officially in love with this car. Let's give it a little. Oh my God. Wow. Oh man. I want to drive this home. I want to drive this home. This car is a freaking blast. So, you know, here's the crazy thing to me about this car. Like on paper, it doesn't sound like a very fun or impressive car. 0 to 60 in 5.2. Come on, guys. I had a Tesla Plaid, Model S Plaid, 0 to 60 in like 1.9, realistically like 2.3, 2.4. The Dodge Charger Scat Pack EV that I have does 0 to 60 in 3.3. I've got fast cars, man. I've got plenty of fast cars. This is not one of them. But here's the thing that's just blowing my mind here, and that is this car feels way faster than it is. I'm either that or this car's already had some tuning done to it or something. I don't know. It's very confusing when you've driven a bunch of fast cars and you're used to what fast cars feel like, to be sitting in this car and to have the nerve to come out and say this car's fast. This is not a fast car, guys. Like this is not a fast car. I'm going to turn around. I got to do it again. I got to do it again. Maybe not the burnout. I'm going to turn the traction control off and just hit it and just see what it does and how stable this car is when it's burning rubber, man. It is rock solid stable. I do hear a little rattling from the suspension, not much, just a tad bit here and there. Let's turn traction off again. Let's stop, and I'm just gonna hit the accelerator. I'm not gonna brake, torque it or anything. I'm just gonna see what it does naturally. So without brake torquing it, it didn't rip the tires off or anything. I mean, she will rip the tires off, but it absolutely didn't. This thing just, it launches, and the gears are so, what were they, 2-something, 209 or crazy. This thing actually, you can feel it. I don't know, man. If this thing is stock, this is a really impressive car. The stance is so nice on this. It sits so low to the ground. It actually doesn't feel like a sedan when I'm driving it. I'm hitting all of these bumps and hills, twisty turns. Doesn't fade, guys. I don't want to tell you how I'm going the speed limit. But I'm hitting curves and bumps out here that normally in a normal car, I would not be hitting them at these speeds. This car is, it's a natural. It is a natural at this, man. It doesn't care. This is a very confidence-inspiring car. So far, guys, I don't have any complaints at all. This was a great buy. I mean, an absolutely great buy. What do you guys think we should do with it? I mean, do you think we should send it off and make the paint and body look as good as this thing is running and driving? Slap a set of new tires on it and just give it a, you know, a nice little makeover from IMHO. Make the thing look clean, and I don't know what to do with it from there, guys. You know, we could play around with it a little bit. I would absolutely drive this car. In fact, I'm seriously I can't drive this car home tonight. You know why? Because my Charger has to go back to the dealership tomorrow. Yeah, I just made a video for you guys about the Dodge Charger yesterday, and yeah, it's got to go back to the dealer. The power seats quit working. And not only did the power seats quit working, but the tilt wheel quit working as well. So I can't adjust anything. Should we do another burnout? You guys want to do another burnout? I ought to sit you guys down. Just do. There's usually no traffic back here. Speed limit is 65. I think I'm gonna. Of course, there's traffic. I think I'm gonna find a nice spot out here. Sit you guys down. I think we're just gonna do like a fun little burnout before we head back to the house. Well, how about them apples? I told you that posse, man, ain't no joke. It's a good thing we need tires, right? Because, whew, she's tough. That car is tough, man. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So, will she do a burnout? Yeah, absolutely. She'll do a burnout and make sure nobody else is coming. Like I said, there's nobody out here, guys. There's no houses, there's no traffic, no cars, no people, no nothing. Worst thing you're going to run into out here is either a cow or a deer. So as I was saying earlier, what a machine. Listen, this may very well be the cheapest way you could get into an LS, assuming you could find another one of these at this price. Like at $6 grand, what else are you going to buy out there with this kind of performance and this kind of handling? I mean, this thing was literally built to be abused. There aren't many other cars out there, unless it's another police pursuit vehicle, that were actually built to handle the rigors of being a police officer, chasing down the bad guys, high-speed pursuits, going off-road. These cars can handle it all, and with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. This is going to be hard to beat, guys, and that is why I have found myself madly in love with this 2012 Chevy Caprice. Actually, Holden Caprice, but we'll call it Chevy because, well, Chevy just sounds better than Holden. Sorry, Australia. Just kidding. Just kidding. Either way, guys, this thing is an absolute blast to drive. It's a little rocket ship, man. It is a fun car. I highly recommend it. If you've never driven one, well, good luck finding one. But if you find one, take it for a test drive. Go check one of these cars out. If you haven't looked at it because you're like, police car. Hey, listen, it's not that hard to paint it a different color. You can take out the light if you want to. You can paint it a different color. You can make these things look however you want. They don't have to look like police cars. In fact, most people, if this car wasn't black and white with a light over here, they probably wouldn't have any idea what this car even was. I think it is time to head back to the house, ladies and gentlemen. The car is doing great. You know, I keep thinking about what a fun car this would be. I mean, granted, it's not quick by today's standards, and probably wasn't all that quick by the standards set back in 2012 either. But it is still a reasonably quick, and it's still 155 miles an hour. It's still fast, guys. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. 155 is fast. This would be a fun car if you just wanted to have something that you could beat on and play with. Whoa. Oh. This car is freaking fun. This is a really fun car to drive, man. I'm telling you, it will put a smile on your face every time you hit that accelerator. It just goes, and it handles so damn good. Anyway, as I was saying, if you just wanted something that you can beat on, something that was actually designed from the factory, built from the factory to take a beating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, this is it. This is it. Because, you know, Ford, they came out with the EcoBoost, okay? And the EcoBoost is a great engine, but it's not a V8, okay? It's not a V8, man. If you want something that still has that sound, that familiarity of a V8 engine, this is it. Rear wheel drive, LS inspired, 6-liter. This is the one, man. And with all the coolers and everything beefed up on this car, it is ready for you to take this thing out and just hammer on it every single day. Well, the timing couldn't be more perfect. We have a tire pressure fault. I wonder if we blew up. We blow up one of the tires. Oh, man. Oh, no. It feels fine. I guess we're going to find out right now, guys. All right, he's letting us go. Well, let's see if we popped a tire here. I don't think we did. I'm guessing we just, for whatever reason, randomly got a TPMS fault, because these things were working just fine. Wow, I can smell rubber. Maybe we did pop a tire. Surely I'm not still smelling burning rubber. No, we didn't. We really. Ooh, the smell of burning rubber is just oozing off of this car. Oh, what a shame that I can't drive this home. This truly is a shame. Let's turn on the spotlight here. Look at that. Let's roll this window down just in case. I'm telling you, like, this car has more stuff working on it than my Charger. This is wild. That is a slick looking car right there, guys. Listen, drop a comment below and tell me what you think we should do with this thing. I'm really tempted to go ahead and fix it up. Fix it up, throw some tires on it, you know, make it real nice. If we decided to paint it, what would you do? Would you go back with the same color? Because I love the police car look of this thing. I really do. Or should we paint it straight black? We could do all black, like a detective's car. But I think painting it all black is going to really take away from this police car look. And then again, we could paint it blue. I don't care. Drop a comment below and tell me, if this car was yours, number one, what would you do with it? And number two, if you were to paint it, what would you do? Keep it the police car look? A stealthy straight black? A different color? I don't know. I think for me though, guys, this is going to be about the end of this video. I know I bought a few things for this car already. This brow. I need to get these headlights clean. These look awful. Oh wow, these are really pitted and these are really bad. We need to get the headlights cleaned. I'm gonna take it to Flying Wheels for that. No, I'm kidding. Just a joke. You guys get it, you get it. Flying Wheels, cool dude, love your channel. We'll take it to Walmart. Walmart will do the headlights for like 25 bucks, and they'll make these things look practically new. I've got an LED light that will light up this brow a lot better. I have LED headlights that are gonna really make this look a whole lot better. And get the window tint redone. You know, maybe some basic servicing on the old car. Doesn't have that many miles, obviously. Set of tires. I love it, guys. I love it. But I could sit here all day long and tell you how much I love this car, and you know, it's not gonna make you guys feel any differently about it. Cool car, lots of fun to drive. I had a blast. Oh yeah, you can smell the burning rubber, really. The tires, oh, they're sticky. Oh, they're sticky, that's why. Yeah, those tires are sticky. Okay, this thing's a blast, man. I think we're done for the day, guys. What a great deal. What a great bargain on an old police car. In my opinion, you guys know I've owned a lot of police pursuit vehicles on this channel. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The Taurus SHO, I can't lie, the Taurus SHO, the all-wheel drive twin turbo that I had, that cop car was a freaking monster, man. That one maybe liked it just a tad bit more than this one, just because it was an insane driving experience. But it wasn't a V8, man. It was not a V8 rear-wheel drive car that you could sit there and do smoky burnouts in all day like this one. I just love this car. I love this car. I think it was a great deal. Remote keyless entry, which is pretty nice. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.